way, just so you're not left wondering, you're right. I mean, I know you assumed correctly. I am mulatto, so thank you for noticing that. Yeah, no, it's tough growing up in two worlds, you know what I'm saying? My mom's Irish, my dad's Sudanese. Didn't really get along with him. He was kind of a tyrant. But it's probably why to this day I'm still afraid of brown men. That's what happens, you know. Not all brown men. I mean, specifically, like, you know, like James Brown, Bobby Brown, and Chris Brown. Those guys kind of freak me out. You know, see those guys walking down the street, you're just kind of like, whoa! Watch out. Like my eyes blue, not black, you know what I'm saying? Get out of the way. Hey. Gotta watch your step is what I'm saying. Not because it's your fault, but, you know, they're angry men, is all it is. I'm just, you know, it's a positive note I want to get started off on here and everything. I did want to let you know, though, that being as tasty as I am, I had to come to terms with it at an early age, you know, mostly because by the age of 9, I'd grown my first freckle mustache. That was kind of traumatic and unattractive. By 10, I actually first got beat up for having a freckle mustache. Parents actually kicked in. They paid for self-defense classes at 11, which actually came in handy last week. While I was visiting my granny's grave, I was almost staked through the heart. That kind of sucked. That was a really awkward police report, too. You know, the officer is just, you know, going through routine questions, doing his job and whatnot, but he says to me, "Ma'am, I have to ask you, do you have any known enemies?" I just looked at him, I'm like, well, you mean besides the sun? Think of 2 others, then Helsing and Buffy. What do you want me to say? And can you pull this thing out? Because I'm missing True Blood. So I want to get this going. If you could do that, that'd be great. I also learned at an early age not to take naps on the beach. Because oftentimes I'm awoken by resuscitation. So, generally by old men with really long tongues and no teeth. So that's... You got it. Some memories just need to stay repressed. Daddy, no! Yeah. Gotta keep those ones down. Keep popping back up. When I did go to the beach the other day, though, I don't know what it is about California, you know, I was here today presenting in front of you, really easily got 2 notches above albino. It took me no time, so to thank my dad for those genes. Just flew right past eggshell, just, you know, hit porcelain right away. That was awesome. Never been, you know, working my way up, you know, to pale, so that's going to be a good time. That's going to be fun. Yeah. I actually wanted to share with you a little list of things I hate. Things I hate. SBF 4. Yeah. Italians, but not Italians. Hate list. Hate list. Basil, but not basil. Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because after you've tweeted, you're known as a twat. That's what I think. Friends with benefits. Because they're always bragging about their free massage. It's like, why can't I have that? Because comedy doesn't pay. That's my little hate list. Oh wait, another thing I hate. Huntington Beach. How about that for the locals, eh? How about that one? I read about you guys having some feud over your city slogan with Huntington Beach, and I thought it was quite hilarious. Surf City versus Surf City, USA. Right?
Yeah.
Lawsuits, t-shirts being pulled from racks, dogs and cats living together. End of times. End of times. So I thought maybe I could, lend a little hand and give you guys maybe a few other slogans that maybe you could go by. Just putting it out there, a few ideas. How's this one? Santa Cruz, BYO bomb. just as a suggestion. Or perhaps Santa Cruz gone over the hill to an aging population. Another suggestion. Also, this was another one, was Santa Cruz because it's where my parents' basement is. So I just kind of ended up there. So did you guys hear, I am Canadian, and did you hear that Celine Dion's pregnant again? And on behalf of all Canadians, I'd like to apologize for that. We actually did request her to get a license before she kept multiplying. Yeah. I mean, is Renee still alive? I mean, what's the deal with that? How long does sperm stay alive in cryogenetically frozen situations? I'm wondering, what's that kid gonna come out looking like, right? Like, big white beard, like a serpentine body, and like a 9-octave range. It's like, scary, Gonna sound scary. Probably gonna have really long hair, like a little kid there. God, Renee, I think his name's Renee too. Looks like a girl. Poor kid. Poor kid. So, the other thing I was going to talk about tonight was communication and how tough communication can be. I was at a university doing a show and found out that they actually have Introduction to Communication as a university course. Yeah, I thought, is it a little late to be teaching adults intro to communication? Today, class, we're going to start with smoke signals. Final exam will be oral, and it will cover Morse code. Just to bring you up into the todays, into the 2000s. Based on my last trip to San Francisco, though, walking down Mission Street, I thought, who could use a class in communication? Males between the ages of 18 to 25. Yes. What could we teach them? Well, based on my experience and walking down the street, this is about what I got. Hey, white girl. Hey, white girl. Pretty white, eh? I am pretty white. There's a joint over here, white girl. White, eh? And I just thought, intriguing. First came to mind, Second thing that came to mind was after a few brave invitations from these men, I thought, well, you know what, Shakespeare, I'll give it a thought. Go back to my room and think about that. I'll get back to you about that. Communication is hard, though, and it's amazing to me because nowadays you have so many ways of communicating. Text, emails, everyone's got a cell phone, all that stuff, voicemail, Twitter, things like that. And yet, we really suck at human-to-human interaction. I'm convinced of it, I did want to say that based on that, you used to be able to get away with things, too, a lot easier, like random phone sex. You'd have the phone sex, you hang up the phone, it's done. You can wash your hands of it until the bill comes, right? Nowadays, you can do the Skype thing, you can get all freaky with it, you can hook up with some dude from Vancouver that you never met, right? Start all the cables and cords and stuff like that, but then the next thing you know, you and your boobs are on YouTube covered in lube and you got screwed by this guy you never did do. It's kind of sucks. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's my time, everybody. Thanks a lot.